recording. Hey yo, what's up? What's happening? I'm back with another video. I'm sitting in an Uber in a tunnel in the middle of Prague. I'm going from our Prague office to the Prague airport to take a plane to go to the Vienna office of my company. And in case you didn't know, my company is Green Finance. I started it in 2012. We've been on the market now for 5-6 years, and we have over 300 people in 7 or 8 offices. I've lost count, and I'm not saying this to brag. Well, of course I'm saying this to brag, but the real point is I want to demonstrate that I'm moving around my different offices to talk to my teams and people, and I put out the video, I think it was a few months ago, basically middle of last year, when I was in our Mexico office, where I was talking about the importance of physically meeting people face to face, as opposed to just talking over Skype or phone. But really, the most important thing I wanted to do here is to put out now a series of videos where in every single video I'll be addressing one or another thing about the topic which I think is really the most important when it comes to business and entrepreneurship and creating companies and creating teams, which is people. And the reason for doing this, there are basically 2 reasons. Number one, like I said, I think people, meaning the employees, the team that works in the everyday business, is really the most important aspect in the success of any or most companies. And there's this cliche or this belief that it's really all about the client, and there are definitely some businesses where it is the case, where client or process or technology matters far more than the people. But in any, most businesses that are high performance, high growth, really people is the critical component, right? That's number one. Number two, the mainstream media, business media, is obsessed with any kind of new technology, with the new product, with the new concept, or some freaky genius obsessed product founder, right? And their individual story. And we don't pay enough attention to the importance of what really matters, which is people. People at the end of the day, and not only the kind of like CEOs or some shit, but like the teams that really do some work. They are the ones that really matter in any business, right? So I want to really shed more light on this. And so what's very interesting, I will start with one particular thing, and I think that's the biggest, let's say, misconception or the most misunderstood thing about people in business and how to deal with people in business. And I've been taught this at school, in university. I've read this in all these superstar bestseller business books, that when you're talking about dealing with people in business, it's all about delegation, right? You delegate, you kind of, you let the other person flourish, you see the best in them and you bring out the best in them, and all these fucking awesome, concepts and theories. And I was struggling with this, I was really like, I found it difficult, and not to agree on it logically, but more kind of on an emotional level. Yeah. And the reason for this, and that's what I've understood later, the reason for this, and it's a paradox, right? Is that I'm a high performance person. If I'm in a competition, I'm gonna fucking do everything to win, to be number one. And the thing is, most people that start businesses, they are high performance people. So by default, it's not likely, or it's not easy for me, for example, to find people that are better than me in certain things, right? And so that just makes this whole kind of concept of just delegating because it's just the right thing to do fairly difficult. And only when I really met people and saw people that are fucking sharp as a motherfucking knife and are better than me at delivering certain things, only then I was able to bring my consciousness or open my awareness to the reality and embrace the idea of really delegating out, stepping back, and like, you know, letting other people do things, and so on and so forth. Only then did that whole beautiful theory came into practice. So that's what I kind of want to, you know, highlight to you if you're in a position where you're working with teams or creating teams. Doesn't matter if it's a business owner or a manager or an executive, that really you can't just delegate to people because that's just the right thing to do, right? If you don't have amazing people and better than you to delegate to, then you just don't fucking do it, right? Because you're better than somebody else at achieving results. You do that only when you get these high performance people in your team, or, you know, surrounding yourselves with them. Only then it works. Yeah. So that's just something I wanted to tell you. Shit, yeah, that's good. And I hope you subscribe to my channel. I will keep it real, and I will bring you more content in terms of you know, business and what it really means to build a real fucking company. Peace out. Thanks for watching.